We're shaking people. Back with another reaction, back with some more Savoy. Indeed, I wanted to give a shout out to all the people who shared Savoy, most notably Graham, who shared multiple albums now. And I did want to apologize, as he rightly said, in the email where he had shared October with me, he mentioned this is the Aha track, but, redone and configured in a Savoy way. And yeah, I just didn't remember when I went to do the reaction, and I commented, it's probably not the last time something like that will happen, so I do apologize. I really should do a video where I show my email inbox, as well as Facebook messages and other places where people will contact me for a request or sending me material. And that's not to say, oh, it's so difficult. This is very much a labor of love, and it always will be. But yeah, it's just I have no assistant, and my brain is finite, and ultimately there are points where I'm just forgetting little details that I've learned. So I do apologize there. But it was interesting to see, though, the comments from people who, some people prefer the Aha version. There were a few people who actually said, I think the Savoy rendering is a better configuration of the tune. So it was interesting to see the thoughts and opinions on that. But we are going to jump back to Lackluster Me now, 1997, and we're going to listen to You Should Have Told Me, which, that's an interesting phrase. It sounds like there's been some breach of trust, or at least there was a tactical omission that was later revealed, and thus perhaps the consequences or significance of that lack of, what's the correct word? Lack of forthcoming honesty or transparency is, I guess, what I'm looking for. Now perhaps the consequences and significance are more because it was left to fester or to continue proceeding in one way, and if the other person knew, they might have changed course or at least taken actions to staunch the flow of whatever the process was. So ultimately, it sounds like there's conflict. It sounds like someone is, if not indignant, at the very least perplexed as to why someone would not have been forthcoming with the information in question. So, that could be a whole lot of different things. It makes me think about relationships. Maybe someone fooled around, or maybe someone at the very least was feeling away, but just kept, it's fine, it's fine. Like, I'm feeling good about things, whatever. And then it's only later, actually, it's been building and it's not fine, and so on. It's like, well, you should have told me. So I feel like it could be a few different scenarios, but none of them sound consonant and calm and pleasant and very satisfied and fulfilled. So let's see what it is. This is Savoy, You Should Have Told Me, from their 1997 album Lackluster Me.
So still, the cars are passing by my windowsill. Dusty sidewalks in the afternoon, coastly mountains,
ghostly.
I will be there soon. Should have told you when I had the chance. I should have told you just the way I planned. Dusty sidewalk in the afternoon, coastal mountains, I will be there soon. Seasons will turn, never will I learn. Moments will pass, you always think they'll last. You should have told me.
This time he said me.
Moments will pass. Moments will pass.
I like that sentiment.
You should have told me. You should have told me. You should have told
But both voices, both of the Waaktaar Savoys, said the lines in both directions. So in the end, I feel like it's maybe more, symmetrical or reciprocal than I was thinking at first. But a really beautiful and sonically rich tune. Again, like there was some variation and some, less intense and rocking tunes on the previous album, but this album so far, it already feels like there's a heavier or like a denser production. And indeed, I mentioned that after the first couple tunes, and people commented that it's very much what they were going for at the time. But I really felt it in that one. It's it's a song that after listening to some of the more alt rock or like even like punk rock type of tunes on Mary Is Coming, I would not have necessarily expected to hear a song like that as we went forward with Savoy. So enjoying the variety and the depth of their sound that they're clearly pursuing on this album. Lyrically, again, not quite sure what's happening. Curious to hear people's comments, but it sounds like a relationship in which there's regret, but maybe it's not so much antipathetic as I was thinking. So yeah, let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.